there. Nice pickup on first down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Wait, 10, 380. Let's go on. No, 66.
Now Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 4th down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Wait, 10, wide, 20.
Now Jones. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The tackle by
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. On the return is Mickens. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Fournette, a first down carry, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
To Mike Evans.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Not much there, only a yard. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Pistol. 45's the mark. Watch the slash.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Brady now on first down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Tampa Bay.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And inches.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Browns nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that was through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 67 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Dillon. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick
Now
it.
after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
Again, Wilson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This is Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just getting the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
A gain of
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw again is Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They run it with Carson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Check.
2nd and goal. Wilson steps away to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. And that'll be complete to Dillon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 5.
56. Come on. You better bring it. Monk's 56. Monk's 56. Record.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Rodgers.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop right around the 25. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.